Jerry. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Williams Us 1969. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I know I was supposed to come on at 8, but y'all, it is too hot. It's too hot. And see, when I tell my bedtime stories, I don't like to tell my bedtime stories, y'all, around my daughters. You know what I'm saying? Time period. And I do not like to tell my childhood stories around my children. And then not only that, I got a YouTuber that I'm following, and she comes on at 8 o'clock. And I be trying to follow her because the girl is in a real bad situation, y'all. And I be trying to keep up with her to make sure that she okay. Y'all go over there and follow her. My first rodeo, y'all go over there and y'all follow her. Because that girl, y'all, she in a real bad situation. When you think you in a bad situation, it's always somebody that's in just a little worse situation than you are. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go over there and y'all follow my first rodeo and y'all support her because she really needs support. God knows she do. That girl, she's from Cincinnati, Ohio, but she broke down in Dayton, y'all. She broke down in Dayton, and something bad happened with her van where her gear shifts disconnected from her van or something like that, or her steering shaft, and she can't even steer her van, and she had to leave. She parked in an abandoned lot. So y'all keep her in y'all prayers, and y'all go follow her and y'all support her. You know what I'm saying? Because that girl really need help. She in a real bad situation, y'all. Y'all hear me? Okay. Before I get started with my bedtime stories, we gonna first recap from earlier today. Okay. First off, the update on Chestnut. Chestnut, y'all, we put a fuel pump in Chestnut on Sunday. We were hoping that was the situation with Chestnut, but it turns out it wasn't a fuel pump. So now the earliest date that we can get Chestnut in to a Chevy mechanic, dealer mechanic, to a shop that specializes in Chevys, the first available appointment they had is July 7th. I wish we could have found a shop that put her in and sooner, but we can't. So that may be God's will. You understand? Whatever the situation is, that's just the way it is. And because it's a lot of jobs that these people can't fill. They don't have the manpower for it. A lot of people died, y'all, during COVID. A lot of people left here. So it's a lot of jobs that require certain people that they can't fill because they don't have the people that got the training to do the job. So therefore, it is what it is. So the earliest we can get Chestnut into anywhere is July 7th. So we took that date, and what me and my husband, me and Mr. Jerry, said we were going to do, we were going to go head on, put Chestnut in the shop, let them do a diagnostic on Chestnut, and then at that time, we're going to make the decision on whether or not we're going to get Chestnut fixed, or we just going to put Chestnut to rest, and we just going to journey on with another vehicle. Okay? I know a lot of y'all was looking for me to come on at 8 o'clock. Y'all, it's hot. It is hot. It's super hot. And listen, when I get ready to do my nighttime fellowship, I want to do it in the comforts of my own. You see what I'm saying? So I'm in van life, even though I'm in my daughter's backyard. I'm in van life, y'all. It's just unfortunate things happen so soon that shouldn't have happened until later on, I think, in van life. But who am I? You understand? Not my will be done, but God's will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And just like I told a lot of them, I said, y'all, I'll be lying to y'all if I told y'all that I ain't discouraged. I'll be lying because I am. And I'll be lying to y'all if I tell y'all that I don't want to give up my walk, because I do. When you just get knocked down constantly, blow after blow after blow, you get tired of that. You really do. You get tired of that, y'all. I got some air conditioners coming for Chestnut, but by the time they get here, Chestnut will be in the shop. They won't get here until July 10th. And I'm getting them from Walmart. And they 8,000 BTUs. And believe it or not, they wasn't even $30. They was like $28.95 or something like that. And I never knew that they had air conditioners, especially for vans. But yes, for van life. But yes, they do. They done came a long ways, y'all, in van life. They really have. They really have. It's quite intriguing to know that whatever you need, they got. I got 2 twin fans down here on Cutie Pie and an air conditioner. I got 2 twin fans up here, rechargeable fans, and I got 2 twin fans right here. And I got a mesh for my van, for my door. So if I want to sit with the door open, I ain't got to worry about no bugs coming in. It got here not too long ago, and I'm going to get up early in the morning, and I'm going to put it up. So tomorrow night, when I come live to do my fellowship, I can come on time, y'all. But tonight, it was just too hot. And we got another day of it. I think another 2 or 3 days of it that we got to contend with. So that's why I'm making executive decisions. Instead of renting a car, I'm going to go on and get the rest of the things that I need for van life. And I'm just going to keep preparing myself for van life. Even though Chestnut going into the shop, it's going to either, I'm going to continue my van life with Chestnut, or I'm going to continue my van life without Chestnut with another vehicle. But either way it go, I'm going to continue my van life, because this is one of my dreams and one of my goals. You know, y'all, this light right here throwing off too much heat for me. It's the UV rays. It's throwing off too much heat. Don't nobody want all that heat on them like that. You know what I'm saying? These plug lights, they good to have, but they throw off so many UV rays. I don't like it. And see, I had to put another layer on my bed to fluff my bed up a little bit more, so I'll be able to sleep that night, y'all. Because Miss Jerry got a lot of junk in her trunk. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be able to sleep, slumber, and lay and pray with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? At night when I'm in the bed. And y'all look at Cutie Pie. Cutie Pie just laying down. Lay down, Cutie Pie. Because when you call her name, when I tell you this thing jump up like it ain't nobody business, you can't even call her name and expect her to stay low key. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all Cutie Pie hook up. See? Y'all see it? She got an air conditioner, and she got 2 twin fans. I got 2 twin fans, and I got these fans right here over my bed. So yeah, we got a lot going on. Let me show you. We I got these fans right here over my bed. I got these two twin fans right here. And Cutie Pie got her twin fans on the floor. And she got her air conditioner. So I try to make sure that we cool and comfortable when we come in for the evening. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I try to make sure that my dog is okay, especially. You know, so yeah. And I haven't started, you know, doing well. I was gonna plug up my refrigerator up in here in this bad boy and chill out. But ain't no need, y'all. I may as well wait. So when Chestnut come back, or if we decide to be, you know, to continue van life with Chestnut, I got, you know what I'm saying? I got the things that I need, and I could go on and finish building Chestnut out. Cause when Chestnut feet touch these streets, if we continue with Chestnut, when her feet touch these streets, we out Ohio. We sure are. We going on, y'all. We behind. We really behind in van life. We supposed to be further than this now. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's when you want your will to be done. Not thy will be done, but God's will be done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hey, Mr. Jerry, I got a lot of things that I'm trying to get done in Jesus' name. And y'all know what? And my husband, Lord, I want to see my husband. I want to give him a lot of kisses and get on his nerves. I like when I kiss him on his jaw, his ears. Y'all, Mr. Jerry do some of the cutest things. His ears point up and point out, y'all. Sure do. And y'all, a lot of my bedtime stories that I'm sharing with y'all, Mr. Jerry hearing them for the first time. Sure is, he hearing them for the first time. Just like y'all doing. So everybody that came on tonight to fellowship with me, thank y'all so much. And thank y'all for coming on in the live. Come on, let's get started. Okay. Now, this was back in we finna start the Kammie Hugey story. Y'all, mainly all of my tragic times that I remember happened when I ain't gonna say tragic times. I'm gonna say all of my life lessons came in my 14 and 15 years as a teenager. That's when a lot of life experiences happened for me. Around that era. Okay? Y'all, we were in the 9th grade. And like I was telling y'all before, see, all of this stuff correspond with each other. Y'all, I never forget this, the longest day I live. And still to this day, they don't know who killed Kammie. They don't know. It's still an unsolved murder in Selma, Alabama. Okay, let's get started. It was in 1986, 84, 85. I'll never forget it. Hey, Maria. I'm getting ready to start. I'm getting ready to start. I'm getting ready to start story time. I'm getting ready to start story time. But y'all know what? Before I start the story time, let's go on and catch up on things that's been going on. Y'all, everybody that been going to the Diddy trial, and everybody that's been following the Diddy trial, a lot of popular content creators been going to New York. From what I've been hearing, they saying that Diddy gonna be acquitted. They say they don't believe that man is going to do no time in jail. They said because everything that they've been doing, all they've been doing is like just reiterating about the tapes, about the tapes, about the tapes. And from what Gerald Jackson said from the North Carolina beat, he's there. And I follow him. And Nick at Night is there. And I think Nick at Night been there since God knows how long. You know what I'm saying? I think she been there since the beginning of the Diddy trial. But from what they saying, they ain't got no evidence against that man. They saying he look bad, y'all. They say he looked so old. They said this path that they done took him down. They said they don't really age that man. They don't really did a number on him by putting him in jail. They said that man looked old, and they said that man looked defeated. They really did. Everybody, they say he looked very old. But you know what, y'all? When you done did wrong and to people, and it's your time. See, that's why when I pray and I ask God for stuff, I ask the Lord to let me be comfortable. Let me be comfortable enough to take care of my husband take care of me, and if our girls need us, or the one boy need us, we got the means to compensate them. You see what I'm saying? Without hesitation, or without it interfering in our everyday life, in the things that we want to do. That's what I ask God for. I don't pray and ask God for wealth. I pray and ask him for health, and let me be prosperous, and let me live a long life, and let me be happy, and let me be comfortable financially. You see what I'm saying? When you get on your knees and you pray and ask God to let you be rich, y'all don't know what y'all praying for. Because too much is given, much is required. You see? And when you don't do what God say do, when you got a lot, the same God you knew going up, it's going to be the same God you going to get on your knees and beg to coming back down. And when God bring you down, it ain't no gradual step. He reach up and snatch you down. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to feel that. Because that's called the wrath of the Lord. And y'all, Diddy can't take that. And everybody questioning, why ain't none of his friends coming out, or none of his close associates that was there with him in his time of wrong? Why they not coming out? They calling Young Miami and all of them. Why they're not there to speak up and say something on that man's behalf? See, y'all, the same God you meet climbing that ladder of success, and when you get up there to the top, God requires much from you. You understand that? If you got $3 billion, you better give away half of that. You better bless people with half of that. You understand? You are not to get blessed and keep it all to yourself. That's condemnation. That's self-suicide, y'all. Y'all ain't never seen nobody that ain't gave back stay up at the top. When God snatched them down, he put his foot on their neck. I dare you pray and ask me to help you do this, and I done threw you my olive branch, granted you all the grace in the world. And you done got up there and you done even forgot about me. God saying, oh no, you come on from you come on from up there. You done forgot. So let me bring you right on back down here with the rest of my children. But let me pick you up and put you on this Jericho's road by yourself. And let's see how you survive. But yeah, everybody calling the TD Jakes, Oprah Winfrey. They said Kanye West was the only one that came to court and showed any type of support to Diddy. They said the rest of them that done been there with him ain't nowhere to be found. And if I was Diddy, if God grant me grace to come up out of this, y'all, I'll give away everything I got and I'll start over. And guess what? And I'll start over with the people I call my friends and my associates. When I tell you I'll start all the way over, I'll start all the way over. I'll right all of my wrongs. I'll ask for forgiveness, whether they want to forgive me or not. I ask for forgiveness, and after I ask for forgiveness, y'all, all of that money that I got, that I obtained, all that blood money allegedly off the backs of Pac and Biggie, allegedly, y'all, I'll take all that money and I'll give it away and I'll start over. Because guess what? If he bless people with it, God ain't going to do nothing but give it back to him sevenfold. That's all he going to do. He going to grant him grace. He going to put a mark on his forehead to let people know, oh, he done some wrongful shit. But I got my hands on him. It ain't for y'all to do anything. It's for me. Let me do it. Not your will be done, but my will be done. This is my child. Let me deal with him. You understand? That's how God works. That's how God works, y'all. God, can I tell you something? If he get on, see, God, sometimes, y'all, God put you in the lion's den to show you. To show you. Whereas you think you cannot be touched. Remember me. I was the one that you saw on your way up. I was the one that you begged for grace and mercy and success, and I gave it to you. Don't get up there and forget about me. Because I have everything, and everything belongs to me, including your life. And see, sometimes people just got to F around to find out. You see? Sometimes. And y'all, that's what had to happen to Sean Combs. He thought he was too big to be touched. He thought that ram he ran in was more powerful than God. And God had to show him. Oh, how he showed him. And oh, how he's continuing to show him. Now, the Zaria Carr, is that her name? The black girl and the husband. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see the mess that people making out of them people's lives? Do y'all see the rumors and everything else that's being spread at y'all? God gonna deal with them people. I hate to be the one to tell y'all, but God is going to deal with them people, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? And you know what? It's some people on this live right now that's in the background. All they waiting for is to get in Miss Jerry's business. And it's a shame. All y'all want to hear about is somebody else's garbage and somebody else's downfalls and somebody else's transgressions. That's what a lot of y'all ride the wave to hear. Y'all don't want to hear nothing about God. I see people popping in and out the live. Y'all know what they want to hear? They want to hear about Miss Jerry. You ain't late, baby. I'm the one. You know what? You right on time, T. You not late. Because I was supposed to come on at 8, but it was too hot. It was too hot. And see, when I get ready to tell my bedtime, but when I get ready to tell my life journey, I don't like to talk around my children. Because this was before their time. And some things you don't want your adult children to hear. You see? They don't need to know all the things that I went through in life as a teenager. That ain't good. Some things you let them hear, but all things, no. They don't need to hear that. So see, what I do, I take me a bath in the morning before I come on live. And then I take me a bath in the evening before I come out here. I come out here and I get me and Cutie Pie environment comfortable. And then after I get our environment comfortable and cool, then I go back in there and I take me a shower. And then after I take me a shower, then I come back. Y'all see Cutie Pie? She's so comfortable. Know why she comfortable? Because there go her air conditioner and there go her two things. Right there and right there. Right there. Right there. And there go her air conditioner right there. There go my two fans. Right there. And right there. And right here. And right here. And I got an air conditioner coming. But by the time my air conditioner won't be here, y'all, until July the 10th. Chestnut will be in the shop getting fixed. Yep. So we gonna know everything, y'all. Let me see what else I want to talk to y'all about. I want y'all to go and support this girl called My First Rodeo. Y'all, you don't have to support people with monetary money. You don't have to do that. Dennis in the house. He in the house with my goddaughter. With my granddaughter. Yeah. Yep, he sure do. He like to be outside too. But see, then y'all know what? Dennis been in this neighborhood for so long. When people see Dennis walking down the street, they don't, all they do is tell Dennis, go home, Dennis. Sometimes the kids bring him home. Yeah. That's how long they been on this street. Everybody know Dennis. They be like, go home, Dennis. And sometimes Dennis lay down in the driveway. Yeah, Dennis something else. Yeah, he likes to be outside too. He's something else. He really is. That's my guy, old Den. I call him Dennis, Den. And he look at me and he come over there where I'm at and I be like, whoa, Dennis, Den. I sure do. And he come over there and I rub on him and stuff. That's my grandbaby dog. That's my granddaughter dog. And Cutie Pie bully, y'all. She like to take Dennis toys and she like to go hide his toys. Sure do. She a bully. Y'all know what? She the girl of the family. And she know she is. And she act like she is. You know what I'm saying? She done got up with a toy in her mouth right now. Look at her. Look, y'all. Look. She got a toy in her mouth and she done jumped up. She was laying down quiet. And she done hopped her butt up and done grabbed one of them toys. That's all she do all day long is press around with toys in her mouth. Sure do. I know she missed my husband. I know she missed Mr. Jerry. She shut, but when I be talking to Mr. Jerry, she just be looking up at the phone. She be waiting on Jerry to be like, hey, cutie pie. Come here, cutie pie. Yep. You miss Jerry, cutie? I know you do. Yep, y'all. And I'm looking for the remote, y'all, to the TV. Cause I don't wanna misplace the remote. Cutie pie, where's the remote? Is it up on, wait, let me see. Is it up on the TV? Hold on, y'all. Cause if I misplace that remote, Jesus, I'm getting ready to downsize this TV too in here. And I'm going to tell y'all why. This TV, it burns a lot of energy. It really does. It burns a lot of my energy off of my power boxes. Because there go one right there. That power box powers the TV. This power box over here. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, y'all. This power box powers my internet. That power box powers the TV. Okay? Now, my two portable fans right here, they're on a charging block like this one. Y'all, these charging blocks that I got for my fans, I don't have to charge them, but I have to charge them every 3 to 4 days. That's how long they last. And then I got these. I keep extra power boxes over here. I got these right here. So I keep these 3 for extra. You know what I'm saying? So if something, when we get ready to go, Steph camp away, I got these. And I'm finna get 2 more Eagle Flows too. The 1600 watt. And I know everybody like, but Miss Jerry, won't you get an inverter? DC to DC. Y'all want me to tell you why? Cause it'll be just Miss Jerry luck to forget to unplug it and my battery be dead. It'll be just my luck. So I'm not gonna, and see, because we don't know Chestnut history. I just don't want to put nothing on the battery and then something else happens. We don't know her history yet, y'all. Because the man that we trusted, and we asked him, is there anything special we need to know about Chestnut? And he told us no. This right here, this is water. This I bought this from Walmart. This cup holds ice in it, y'all, for 3 days. 3 days. When I put ice in here, I leave this in this van, I'm guaranteed to have cold water for 3 days. Then my refrigerator is in front of the TV, right in between both of the chairs. I was gonna pull the refrigerator out and plug the refrigerator up, y'all, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait before I do it. I'm gonna wait until we hear the fate of Chestnut. When we hear Chestnut fate, then I'll make the decision on, what we gonna do far as that go. Mr. Jerry, I just got to make sure that my husband, you want some more water? And see, I try to keep Cutie Pie with water, y'all. I try to keep her, you know what I'm saying, together. And I try to make sure that my dog is well taken care of. Because Cutie Pie is a poodle. I don't want her to get cabin fever. That's why I take her out every single day. And we stay in the house, you know what I'm saying, until like about 8 in the evening, and then we come out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't come on live until 9, because I wanted to make sure that we were out here in our van before I came live, and made sure everything was good. You know what I'm saying? It's just things that I don't talk about around my daughters. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I don't talk about around them is what I went through in my past. I don't talk about that. Because I don't feel like that's, you know what I'm saying, that need to be talked about around them. Yeah. But we finna get into story time now. Come on, y'all. Let me get comfortable so we can get into our late night story time. Okay. Hey, Bada Bing. Welcome back, friend. We finna get into story time now. The Kammie Hugey story. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Williams Us 1969. Y'all, it was in 1985. I know, 1984, 85. They moved the 9th grade from East Side High School and West Side High School to Selma High School. Okay? If y'all remember, in my last live, the last fellowship we did, I told y'all about how we used to skip homeroom and first period. And we used to go have sex with our boyfriends in the basement of Selma High School. Y'all, I'll never forget this day. Kammie was going with a guy named Sam Taylor. Now, need I remind you, y'all, none of us supposed to be dating. So we all doing stuff that we knew we weren't supposed to be doing. Okay? As teenagers. Kammie was messing around with this guy named Samuel Taylor, y'all. Samuel Taylor was one of the most popular boys in. Samuel Taylor now was in the 11th and 12th grade, but they was basketball players. Maria said, 1985, I had my son. You were there in Selma then? Yeah. Wow, Miss Jerry, you have a lot of history. I sure do, baby, and I remember it. I remember it like it was nothing. I had my daughter, I had Quinn, my oldest daughter, in 1986. I sure did, and I graduated in 88. I sure did. Y'all, come on, let me tell the story, because when I tell y'all this deep. So Kammie was messing around with a guy named Samuel Taylor, y'all. Samuel Taylor had a girlfriend. Now, need I remind y'all, we fresh meat to these 11th and 12th grade boys. These 10th, 11th, and 12th grade boys, oh, all of them was trying to get with the 9th grade girls. We was fresh meat, y'all, to them at Selma High School, because we was just getting there. Y'all, we used to cut up. Or when we got caught skipping homeroom and first period, we used to have to do SAP out after school. SAP was a after school detention. It was a room that we had to go sit in and do our classwork for an hour a day for a whole week if we got caught cutting homeroom and first period. I got caught one day, Kammie got caught, And I think it was a couple of boys, and I know it was like 4 or 5 girls. I think it was me, Bay Love, Sharon Jemison, Sharon Jones, Sharon Jemison, and Cammie Hugh. It was a bunch of us, y'all. We all used to do that. So this one particular day, y'all, it was storming real bad. We was on a week suspension, in-house suspension to SAP, where we had to stay out the school 1 hour for 7 days, for 5 days, for skipping, for getting caught skipping homeroom and first grade and first period. Y'all, I'll never forget this night. Y'all, we didn't get out of school then until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So the boy, all the athletic people was still there at 4 and 5 o'clock, 4, 5, and 6 o'clock in the evening. My mama would come look for me, and I'm like, dear, I got to stay out the school. I got to stay. I got an in-house suspension for SAP. My mama used to be like, for what? And I used to tell her I went to homeroom late because I was at my locker. You know, just telling a little white lie. You know, being a teenager or whatever. So my mama said, okay. And I'll never forget it, y'all. That Friday was our last day in SAP. Cammie was messing around with Samuel Taylor, but Samuel Taylor had a girlfriend named Mamie Sanders. Mamie Sanders found out that Cammie was messing around with Sam, y'all. And Mamie Sanders wanted to fight Cammie. And I'll never forget this day. Cammie, look, I had got out of SAP, and my mama told me when she pulled up at that school, I better have my ass in front of that school waiting on her to get picked up. Y'all, I'll never forget this day. It was storming real bad. Cammie was sitting in the cafeteria because we had to go through the cafeteria to get out the school after SAP was over. And Cammie was sitting in the cafeteria and she was crying. And I'll never forget, she was like, Shirley, where you finna go? She told me, she said, please stay out the school with me so I can meet Sam. I said, Cammie, I said, I can't stay out the school. I said, my mama here. If I'm not outside when she pull up, I'm gonna get a whooping. I got to go home. I can't stay. Y'all, when I left that evening, Cammie was sitting in that cafeteria crying. And I asked her, I said, what's wrong, Cammie? And she said, ain't nothing wrong. She said, ain't nothing wrong. I said, you sure? She said, ain't nothing wrong. I said, okay. She said, Shirley, she said, stay after school. I said, I can't, Cammie. I can't stay today. If I stay today, I'm going to get a whooping. I got to go home. Y'all, that was the last day I seen my friend alive. The next day came around. Eric Campbell seen me in the hallway, and he was like, did you stay out of school yesterday with Cammie? I said, no. I said, I couldn't. I said, because my mama told me that if I wasn't out in the front waiting for her, I was going to get a whooping. I couldn't stay. I said, why? He said, I was just asking. I said, oh, okay. I said, no. He said, have you seen her? I said, seen who? I said, the last time I seen Cammie was sitting in the cafeteria by herself waiting on Sam. And she was crying. That was the last time I seen her. That was the last day I seen my friend alive, y'all. That Wednesday went past. We didn't hear nothing. We didn't even know something had happened with Kammie. Good thing your mom had a premonition to come get you. I mean, but see, the thing is, Maria, we didn't even know nothing bad had happened to Kammie yet. Eric was just being a nosy little prick, wanting to know what we stayed after school to do. Y'all know how it be just a gang of girls, and it be one or two boys that be down with the ish. You know what I'm saying? And Eric was the one that was down with the ish. He was in everybody's business. He was just a cool dude that kept up with the popular girls, so to speak. That Thursday went past. I asked Drina. I asked a bunch of people. I said, y'all seen Kammie? And they was like, no, we ain't seen Kammie. We ain't seen Kammie in a couple of days. I said, I wonder where the hell Kammie at. Y'all, I'm 15 years old. But I'm cussing like, you know. I'm like, I wonder where the hell Kammie at. Y'all, that Friday rolled around, no Kammie. That Saturday rolled around, no Kammie. That Sunday rolled around, no Kammie. Monday came, I got home from school. My mama asked me that evening, Miss Huey called my mama. And she said, Josephine, she said, ask Shirley, have she seen Kammie? Y'all, we didn't know nothing was wrong with Kammie. We thought Kammie was just skipping school with Sam. My mama came in there. My mama was like, Shirley, I said, ma'am. She said, you seen Kammie? I told my mama, I said, the last time I seen Kammie was Wednesday. And she was sitting in the cafeteria crying. And she asked me to stay after school with her because she had detention, but I couldn't stay after school because you told me if I wasn't outside, I was going to get a whooping. So Kammie mama told my mama that she hadn't seen her child since Wednesday. We didn't know nothing was wrong with Kammie or Kammie was missing until that Monday evening. When I got back to school that Tuesday morning, they made an announcement at Selma High School, y'all, over the intercom, asking people, have they seen Kammie? And if anybody knew the whereabouts of Kammie Huey to do such and such and such and such. Y'all, the police came over there. They was pulling us up out of our class, asking us questions and stuff about Kammie. And then that's when all of us got worried and we all start, sticking together, and we all, the ninth graders. And we was talking and stuff amongst each other. But we never knew that something was wrong with Kammie until 3 weeks passed. Do y'all hear me? And it was near Halloween. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. Y'all, Kammie was not in that basement of Selma High School. She was not in that basement because people were still going down in that basement of that auditorium having sex. You understand? That was our go-to spot. And everybody that was anybody was going down in that basement, in that auditorium having sex. Kammie wasn't in that. Kammie wasn't in that basement, y'all. She wasn't in that basement. It was, I want to say, 3 days before Halloween. Coach Maxie and them announced over the intercom that morning that they found Kammie Hugey in the basement of Selma High School, stumped to death. Do y'all hear me? Y'all, they stomped her so bad. Kammie was pregnant with twins and we didn't even know it. They stomped her fetuses out of her. That's how bad they stomped her. Her head was embedded in the cement. That's how bad they stomped her. She was stomped to death. Do y'all hear me? Kammie did not die in the basement of Selma High School. Somebody put her there. Because people were still going down in that basement and was having sex. If Kammie was in that basement all that long time, don't y'all know somebody would have stumbled across her body? Somebody would have smelt the smell. Something would have gave weight. You understand? Y'all, it get deeper than that. After they found Kammie's body in the basement of Selma High School, guess who found her body? A janitor that was cleaning up. What you doing in the basement of Selma High School? You the janitor. What you doing cleaning in the basement of Selma High School? What would make you go in the basement of Selma High School in the auditorium and be in the basement of Selma High School? We didn't have we didn't have no assembly or anything. So how was he, why were you in the basement? Maria said, wait, let me go back. T said, bless her soul. T said, bless the baby soul. Maria said, yes, they stomped her. Yeah, they stomped her pregnant. Where did they find her body? Put her there. Smell her. Anybody could have did it. Was it the janitor? I just asked, was it the janitor before you said it? Ain't that something? Y'all, I was 15. I'm 55 years old. It's a, y'all, y'all gotta listen to this. I want y'all to listen to this. They said, now, this is what was said. I got to say allegedly, because weeks leading up to that, so much came out that even I didn't know. You understand? So much came out. We didn't find out a lot of stuff that was going on until after Kammie was dead. Y'all, what was a janitor doing in the basement? They said that man had been watching all of us go down in that basement and have sex. Now, this is what was said allegedly. They said that Kammie was, the day that I left her and she was in the cafeteria crying. They said Sam Taylor left Kammie in that basement of that school. And they said that janitor came along and killed her. She was raped. And y'all, Kammie had real long nails. They found skin up under her nails. And to this day, they can't identify who DNA that is. Because you know back then, they didn't have all of that stuff back in 85, 84, 85 that they got now. Y'all, weeks went on. The whole 9th grade went to Kammie funeral. Y'all, when I tell y'all, that was one of the worst days in my life as a teenage child. That was one of the worst times in my life. As time went on, y'all, as time went on, the rumors kept circulating. People kept speculating. People kept saying Sam Taylor is the one that killed Kammie. They said the next day, we were wondering. Now, y'all remember the style where everybody used to walk around with their collars up? Y'all remember that style? When the style used to be, you walk around with your collar up. I done forgot the name of that style. You know what I'm saying? Everybody used to walk around with their collars up. You know what I'm saying? We saw scratches all over Sam's neck and all over his face. We thought it was from him and Mamie. But they said no. Sam Taylor and Kammie got into it in that basement over Mamie. And Sam left Kammie in that basement. And they said that janitor is the one that killed Kammie. And he set Sam up. They said he was somewhere laying low, watching everything that went on. And when Sam and Kammie got into it in that basement, they had a physical altercation. And when Sam left Kammie in that basement, they said that janitor came along and killed Kammie. Because right after Kammie came up missing, that light-skinned janitor, he quit. With no questions. He quit. And they don't know where he went. And they don't know what happened to him. So I think everybody know how the story ended, right? I think we all know how this story ended. Sam Taylor, a popular basketball star that should have went on, should be in the NBA today. They say he's sitting in jail right now for the murder of Kammie Hughes. That's right. That's right. But they said it was that janitor. Because y'all, how we figured out that janitor was watching us. Y'all, when I tell y'all, God, grace, and mercy done covered me all the days of my life. Y'all, God, grace, and mercy done covered me. Do y'all hear me? Maria said, I just want people to know, in case something happened, the floors are so hot I cannot walk on them. And they are underneath working, heating and cooling havoc. You gotta be kidding me. I'm trying to tell you. So y'all ain't got no air, Maria. Where you at? Hot as it is. And it's burning up in New York. And I know it is because earlier today, it's a lot of content creators in New York for the Diddy trial. And when Gerald Jackson went live today from the North Carolina beat, when I tell y'all that man was drenched in sweat, y'all, let's get back to the story. As weeks went by and time went on, everybody started saying that Sam Taylor killed Kammie because of Mamie Sanders, his girlfriend. Y'all, Sam didn't kill Kammie. That janitor did. Y'all know how we found out that janitor was watching us? Eric Campbell, the only boy that ever stayed around the popular girls. He used to be our watch out, y'all. He used to be our right hand. I got pregnant with my oldest daughter, Shira Quinn, in the basement of Selma High School. Y'all hear me? Y'all, when I tell y'all, but see, the thing is, y'all, we were teenagers and we were children, but we was out the realm of God. Y'all understand what I'm saying? We was out the realm of the Lord. And I guess God had to really show us how much danger we was putting ourselves in and didn't even know it. Y'all, that man was watching us. So that man knew. He set Samuel Taylor up. He set that boy up. He watched him and Kammie fight physically. And after they finished fighting, he went and he killed Kammie. He stomped her to death, y'all. Maria said, I'm glad you had her, your first pregnancy. I had my first also. It's scary. He was watching us, y'all. And because he was a light man in Selma, Alabama, back in them times, didn't nobody dare to question it. It's an innocent young boy whose life done been took, his freedom done been took from him because of something he didn't do. Did the janitor have? I think so. I think so. But y'all, Kammie didn't die in that basement. And we told Coach Maxie and them this. Can you write, Sam? I haven't stayed in. Okay, wait. Hold that thought. Hold that thought right there. Y'all, hold that thought, Maria. Kammie did not die in that basement. Y'all hear me? Kammie didn't die in that basement, y'all. Because even after her and Sam got into it, people were still going in that basement. If Kammie was down in that basement, y'all, for 3 weeks, don't y'all know somebody that had been in that basement to have sex would have smelled Kammie, would have followed the trail and found her? Kammie wasn't in that basement, y'all. Let me tell y'all what else happened. Maria said he took her somewhere. Something happened, and wherever it happened at, it didn't happen in that basement. And how we know that the janitor had something to do with it, because he the only one that could have got her back in that basement without nobody looking and nobody speculating and nobody saying nothing. They the only ones, because they had keys to every door. And back then, y'all, they weren't locking them schools up. Them schools stayed unlocked 24 hours a day. They didn't start locking the schools up, y'all, until after Kammie was found dead. And let me tell y'all what else that's so strange. After Kammie was found dead in the basement of Selma High School, a year later, they tore down the whole school and I'm gonna say 2 years later, to be on the safe side. They tore down the whole school and rebuilt Selma High without a basement. Do y'all hear me? Kammie was, and you know what? And I promise y'all, every last one of us, the day after Kammie funeral, when we found out Kammie was killed, the 9th graders stuck together like glue, because we realized what was going on. We couldn't tell them. We knew for a fact that Kammie didn't die in that basement. Because if we had told them that, we would have been in trouble. Because the first thing they would have been saying, how y'all know this? And the only way we would have known this, we had to be in that basement. And if they found out that we had been in the basement, y'all, we would have been expelled from school. So we couldn't tell them nothing. Let me read the comments. Maria said, he took her somewhere else. I'm feeling that. Maria said he promised her comfort and eased her away. Something happened, y'all. Something happened. And T. Wilder said, somebody, yeah. And Maria said, Kammie will scream out some kind of way. It's been now. We was 14 turning 15. We 55, y'all. We 55. T. Wilder said they just wanted to close that case up quick, fast, and in a hurry. Exactly. Battle Bean said, exactly. Because y'all got to remember, back then, that was in 84, 85, racism was very much alive. You understand that? Racism was very much alive. And for us to have known that there was a light man, that man quit, y'all. That man quit with no questions asked. All of a sudden, he was gone. And how we found out that he was in that basement watching us, because Eric Campbell came down in the basement to get me one day to tell me your mama walking the halls looking for you. You understand? So I laid low in that basement with my kid's father. And when he came, well, when Eric came to tell me that, Eric ran into that janitor. And Eric told us, he said, Shirley Deuce, don't come back down here no more. That janitor was watching y'all. Do y'all hear me? And it was then that we stopped going in that basement. And we told everybody, that man be watching us down in that basement. Y'all, that's how we knew Cammie did not die in that basement. Because we would have smelled her. We would have picked up her scent. Cammie did not die in that basement, y'all. And Sam Taylor did. His name is Samuel Taylor. Sam did not kill Cammie, y'all. But he's sitting in jail for her. I don't know if Sam still in jail to this day or not. But what I am going to say is this. Y'all, this right here was when Miss Jerry had a pick bug on her back. AT, we called her Medea. We called my mama Medea. Hell no, she wasn't no joke. At all. My mama was a force to be reckoned with, baby. She was a cussing Christian. No, she wasn't. Bada Bean said, an innocent man, life is ruined. Yes. Yes. So look, y'all. I want to say it was last year. It was either last year or the year before. It was my first time ever experimenting with Facebook. Y'all, I went on Facebook and I looked up everybody's name. I thought I wanted to find out what they was. I looked up Mamie Sanders' name and I told her, I said, bitch, is you ready to tell what happened to Cammie? Is you ready to tell what you and Sam really did to Cammie? Y'all, when I tell y'all, I went on a national dragging spree. I dragged her and everybody I thought that was associated with anything that had to do with Cammie. Because Mamie Sanders and them couldn't stand us. They hated us. They hated us, y'all. Because we came over there and we took their boyfriends. And they hated us. They hated us with a passion. Honey, let me tell you what happened. I want to say maybe like 4 or 5 months after Cammie was buried. This girl named Vera Fights. My children's father started messing around with her. And that bitch told me she would stomp my baby out of me the way Mamie and them did to Cammie. Ain't that about nothing? Ain't that about nothing? And guess what Shira and them daddy did to her? Ain't that about nothing, y'all? That's how jealous they was of us, 9th graders. It was a mess. It was a mess. When I tell y'all after Cammie died, it was a mess. It was a mess. They hated us. But they knew I had a lot of, look, they used to call me Duke Girl. They knew my brothers and them wasn't going to play with them at all. At all. Y'all, my brother was outside in a batting position with a Louisville slugger. Finna take Quinn them daddy head off his shoulder because of what I went through with Vera Fights. Roderick Britton ran. It was doing the first. It was doing homeroom. Roderick Britton ran in there and was like, Shirley, come here. Come get your brother Duke boy out there about to take Suckhead off. Y'all, I ran. I ran out there and I'm like, please, Jeffrey, please don't hit him. Please don't hit him. My brother beat him up. And Londa mama wanted to press charges on my brother. And I told her, if you want to see your grandchild, you better leave my brother alone. Because he didn't do it for nothing. Them girls hated us, y'all. After our friend, our classmate, one of our foes, was found stumped to death in the basement of a school, y'all. Maria say jealousy. I went through that in the 9th grade. Girls said, yes, I carry a knife. I had a man and didn't want the one. What? And didn't want the one she wanted. If I could count the girls wanting beef about their men or some, I swear. I promise you. It was unbelievable, y'all. And still to this day, we don't know who killed Kammie. Y'all, her mother and her father, Mr. Huey, he was he used to drive the buses for the Selma City School District. His Kammie mother was a lunch lady. Kammie had 2 brothers, y'all, that died tragically like she did. Mr. Huey and them, they had 2 girls and 2 boys. And both of their sons died tragically. I think one of Kammie brothers were gay, and he got killed in Atlanta. That's when Atlanta had first started with the with the gay scene. You know what I'm saying? That's when guys were coming out. That's when it was shameful. You know what I'm saying? To be caught in a status like that. You know what I'm saying? And them boys was ending up dead. That's when it was shameful to be known as a gay man. So yeah, one of her brothers got killed in Atlanta tragically. I think another brother was somewhere out west and he got killed tragically. Then it came back around and hit Miss Huey and them again, and her baby girl was murdered. She got 1 daughter left, and that's Kammie's oldest sister, Kim. I don't know. I left Selma at the age of 19, and I never looked back. I never looked back, y'all. Because that was something that I just could not bear. And still to this day, they don't know who killed Kammie. Because it was not Samuel Taylor, y'all. Sam did not kill Kammie. Sam and Kammie fought. And that janitor seen it. Because right after the whispers came around, because Eric was the first one that came to us and said, y'all know Kammie missing? I said, what? And he was like, yeah. He was like, Kammie mama and them up in the office right now talking to Coach Maxie about Kammie. And that's when, but see, my mama, my mother had talked to Kammie mama that Sunday night. And that's when we found out that Kammie hadn't been home since that Wednesday. And I told her then, I said, dear, if I just had only stayed after school with her, she probably would still be alive. Kammie begged me to stay after school with her, y'all, and I couldn't. I couldn't. Because I ain't want to get no whooping. And back then, we got whoopings with extension cords, honey. We didn't get whoopings with belts. A belt, what is a belt? We got whoopings with extension cords. Maria say, I'm sure the basement was searched if she was there. No, they never knew that we were down in that basement. They never knew that when we skipped homeroom in first period, that's where we was. They never knew that. Y'all, how they, you know what? I don't remember how they said the janitor discovered Kammie. And we all got to looking like, what is the janitor doing in the basement? Why was he even in the basement? What was he in the basement doing? We didn't have no assembly. So it wasn't no need for nobody to even have been in the auditorium doing nothing. Because we hadn't had no assembly. T. Wilder said, be blessed, Miss Jerry. I got to go. I'll catch you later. Most High willing. See you later, baby. Have a blessed night now. I do my daily devotions every day at 11 o'clock. Catch me when you can. I love you. You stay safe, baby. And thank you for coming on the live tonight. But y'all, we never knew. We never knew. I don't know what happened. I really don't. I don't know to this day what happened to Kammie. I really don't. And you know what? I often sit and wonder and reminisce. And I ask God, Lord, reveal to me. I don't know if that's the reason why he let me purge this. Because it's going to be revealed. I don't know, y'all. But you know what I am finna do? I'm finna get up and lock this van door. I sure am. Y'all know. Y'all know. Let me lock the door, y'all. Hold on. I still don't know to this day what happened to our friend. We speculate about it. We wonder about it. But we never know we never knew today what happened to Kammie. 15-year-old Kammie Hugey. Y'all go look it up. Look it up in the archives. Okay, I did. I just did, girl. I just did. But I got my bleak with me. I ain't no goofy now. Girl, we'll have a shootout in this van. They gonna know what happened out here, honey. I don't care what nobody say. If I could find, you know what I'm gonna do, y'all? Now that I'm reminiscing on that, I'm gonna go back in the Dallas County journal entry. Kammie Huey, Huey. I'm gonna go back in the Dallas County archives, and I'm gonna try to find out what happened to Kammie. Maybe that's the reason why God is bringing this back around to me. Maybe now that I got my criminal justice degrees and I know a little bit more now and how to research and do things, maybe that's what I'll do. And Kammie, me, all of us is the same age. We just probably some months apart. But we all the same age, y'all. I need to find out what happened to her. I need to find out who did that to her, y'all. I really do. We done had so many of the class of 88 pass since then, or one tragic or another. It's unreal. Maria said, I have to get safe. I'm stalked too much. You gonna have to, baby. Don't underestimate nobody and their problems and their transgressions. You understand that? What God showed you is just what it is. And you believe it. You understand that? Whatever God showed you, that's what's going on. And don't you let nobody tell you that it ain't. Because people are so quick to tell you their version of things and how they want you to feel and how they feel you should do. You know what I'm saying? Don't you let nobody, baby, tell you what you don't see. Y'all, when I look back over the years of my life and the things that done happened in my life, God, grace, and mercy done covered me so much, it's unreal. I can't ask for nothing better than what God has already given me. Maybe that's why God got me just really reminiscing and dwelling on what done happened to Kammie. Maybe it's meant for me, y'all. Maybe it's meant for me to look into it now. Again, as an older adult. You just never know what God bringing things back around in your life to do. And you will never know unless you delight yourself in Him and ask Him. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I need to know what happened to her. We 55 years old now. And we still don't know what happened to Kammie Huey. Kammie was the first one out of the ninth graders to leave at a young age, y'all. That's what makes it so bad. You know, you wouldn't mind But at that young of an age, y'all, mm-mm, no, y'all, mm-mm. I'm going to keep praying about this and ask God. It's meant for you to solve it, Miss Jerry. When you get to Selma, see what's going on. Talk to the family. If her mother and father still living. If they still living, baby. A lot of our parents gone now. But don't nothing be the failure but a try. I'm gonna go into the into the journal entries. I may have to call the coroner's office. I may have to start there if they still got the record, because when I tell y'all my brother case was buried so deep in the archives, I had to end up calling to Montgomery to try to get any information I could on the journal entry of my brother. That's how deep they had it hidden. But y'all, I can't wait. We gonna go to her grave. We gonna go to her grave site, y'all. We sure are. Because every time I go home, I try to go visit Cammie. Every time I go home. Yep. What happened to your brother? Maria, you wasn't on live the night that I told the story. You sure? I don't think you was. I told the story about that on the live. I think it wasn't. It was the last live I did before this one. Go back and replay it. It was deep, baby. It's called A Drunk's Rage. That's what it's called. My stepfather put a hit out on my brother and had my brother killed. I'm telling the story on our last live before this one. Sure is. And it's deep. It's deep. Girl, it's deep, Maria. It's really deep. Yeah. It's really deep, y'all. I don't know why God letting me purge now. I don't know. I don't know the meaning of it yet. I don't know what he trying to tell me. I don't know what he want me to do. I don't. But I'm going to keep on searching until I find out. Because it's something God want me to do, y'all. And I need to find out what it is. And I'm going to. And y'all know what? Now that I'm sitting on this live and I don't reminisce about Cammie, I'm going to go back and I'm going to research this on my own. And I'm going to see if Sam's still sitting in jail for this. Because Sam shouldn't have never went to jail for this. Sure shouldn't have. Y'all, my eyebrows are itching. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, Papa. My eyebrows are itching because they healing. And I can't scratch them. Only thing we can do is use water and just pat your eyebrow. That's all you can do. Because it won't heal right if you scratch them. So that's all I can do. But they get very irritated. We can't put nothing on them. We can't do nothing. This all we can do is just use one of these right here and just plot over the eyebrow. That's all you can do. That's it. That's it. Keep it moist. That's all you can do with microblading. See? It's healing. And I go back on the 26th of July for a touch-up. Yeah. Yep, I am. I'm sitting there. Yep, I'm sitting in her. Here she go. There go Cutie Pie. Cutie Pie got her 2 fans. There go both of her fans and her air conditioner. And I got my 2 fans up here. And I got 2 over here. And I got some air conditioners coming too. I found them at Walmart, y'all. They are 8,000 BTUs, and they for 1 room. And I found them for $29 a piece. And I also found some battery operated heaters that are 12 volts. And I'm gonna go on and purchase them too. Because the time that we losing now, we gonna have to gain it in the wintertime. I've already told Mr. Jerry, I'm thinking about doing van life all during the wintertime. It all depends, y'all. Because, okay, we understand, oh, Lord, Jesus. We understand that the first month of planning anything, y'all, you lose. Because you got the plan, you got to get there, you got to set up, you got to do everything, you got to get yourself together. We understand that. But y'all, when you go into month 2, you should be well on your way. Everything should be going fine. Everything, you know what I'm saying? You should be accounted for, the whole 9. Y'all, the things that we going through, we don't supposed to go through these things until like 6 months into van life. We going through this stuff off rips. So that's why I told my husband. I said after the 7th, when that man call us and tell us the things that are wrong with Chestnut, we gonna decide then whether or not we gonna keep Chestnut or we gonna let Chestnut go. We gonna decide then. But one thing I am going to do, Cutie Pie, I gotta put that strip on your back. Cause see, Cutie Pie be outside now, y'all. She got on a flea collar, but I'm gonna have to put that strip down her back to make sure that she be okay in van life. That's pretty nice though. When you think about it, no utilities to pay, no mortgage, no rent, very little maintenance. You living, thank you, and comfortable, and got everything you need. And there go the devil just trying to make things worse. Yeah. My plan, Battle Bean, was to come here, get a job. After I get off work, we down by the lake. We Steph camping. We doing all type of stuff. That was the plan, y'all. That was the plan. And here we is. Here we are. Here go the devil. That's why I don't stay in the house. I still stay in van life. Because I'm in van life. Next week, I'm getting 2 more Eagle Flows. I've been lucky enough, y'all. that the things I need for van life, I've been able to find them at Walmart dirt cheap. Y'all, these EcoFlows, charging stations, these things ain't cheap. On Amazon, for the 600 watts, they $269. Them and blue and the Blue Yetis, they $269 a piece. I've been able to find mine at Walmart for $129. I would tell any person my age, that 50 and older, that want to do van life, the only way van life is going to work for us, we got to have power stations. We got to have things at our convenience and at our disposal. Now, we don't mind getting out, going to Planet Fitness, taking a bath 3 or 4 times a day if need be. You don't mind doing that. But when y'all, please go and support the girl, My First Rodeo. Y'all, she having it hard. Y'all, please go and support her. Her van done completely broke down on her in Dayton, Ohio. She from Cincinnati, but she's in Dayton. That's the reason why I kind of changed the time that I'm gonna be coming on. So if some of my kindred spirits wanna go and support her live, y'all can, without missing out on my nighttime fellowship. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that selfish. I'm safe. She need help. And y'all, she monetized. She just got monetized. But she need help, y'all. She really do. She need a lot of help. Yeah. She been in van life, y'all, maybe I want to say maybe, I've been in van life 2 days more than her. And we both going through transgressions with our vans. And we both talk about God. Ain't that something? I'm stranded in my daughter's backyard, and she's stranded in an abandoned parking lot in Dayton. She need help. She need help. And I go over there and I support her too. She need help. Y'all go support her. Go, if it ain't nothing but thumbing up the video, sharing her live, whatever it takes, just go and support that sister. That kindred spirit in God. Y'all hear me? I'm going to ask the Lord, what do he want me to talk about during our fellowship? Her name, her channel name is My First Rodeo. And y'all could tell her Miss Jerry told y'all to, yep, that's her channel, My First Rodeo. And y'all let her know Miss Jerry sent y'all over there to support her. Y'all, that girl having it bad. That's one of our sisters. Bada Bing. She having it bad, y'all. They want $1,500 to fix her van. She can have her van towed every other day she work. She can have it towed every other day. But they want $1,500 to fix her van. Something happened with her gears. Her gears detached from somewhere. Her steering gear detached from, I guess, her steering wheel. And she can't even steer her van. And where her van stopped at is where it is. See, when you think you going through something, somebody else having it 10 times as hard as you. So you just got to thank God, because that could have been me, y'all, up in Virginia. But the Lord said no. So y'all go and support her. Y'all, if y'all don't do nothing but thumbs up the video, share the live, that's support enough. You don't have to support all the time with money. If you have it to give, give. But a person rather have the support. You right, Bada Bing. And I do. That's why I don't complain. And I don't murmur. I don't. She said somebody done tried to break in her van already. She done had 3 or 4 strange encounters already. And I don't think she's strapped. Because this her first rodeo as a van lifer. Me too. But I'm not going to get out here in this world and don't have nothing. Y'all, I got open blades and knives all over this bad boy. You understand that? You ain't going to catch me dirty, baby. You ain't going to catch me slipping, and you ain't going to catch me riding dirty. You sure not. I'm not finna go for that. God ain't gonna let the devil require my life like that. You know, and I'm really scared for her. Because for one, she's my color. You see what I'm saying? And we can't be everywhere. Bada Bing say stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I do. I got knives planted all over Chestnut. You understand that? So if I can't get up under this bed to snatch the tape from up under, to use my bleak, I can always reach for a knife and I can keep you at bay. Because I will cut you from year to year. Do you hear me? If it come down to my life versus somebody else's, oh, honey. Oh, it's indeed a wrap. It's indeed a wrap. God has everything, and everything belongs to him. And every night I pray for protection, and I pray for safety, and I pray for God, grace, and mercy to cover me. But at the end of the day, the devil listening and lurking too. Look how the devil was watching us crash out in the basement of Selma High School as children. Look at that. Because we had praying, cussing parents. You see? You got to stay prayed up. Just like Bada Bing said, you got to stay ready. So you ain't got to get ready. And the same concept go in Christianity. You got to stay prayed up. You can't wait till trouble hit and then want to talk to God. You got to be talking to him all along. You see, that's how this thing go right here. That's how deep Christianity is. Because y'all know what? Once you done delighted yourself in the Lord, you got to stay prepared, baby. Because the devil mad. Because you done delighted yourself in God. He mad. He ready to take you out at any given time, baby. He mad. He mad because all of us right here on YouTube together in late night fellowship. He mad about that. Period. Do y'all know if they had this back then when Kammie died, we would have known what happened to Kammie? Don't y'all know that? It's unbelievable. It's just too real to me. It just don't sit well in my spirit. about none of it. It just don't. I'm just laying up here meditating, y'all, with my eyes closed. Just trying to figure things out in my head. Trying to listen for a word from the Lord. Because I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I just want to know now. I want to know what happened to our friend, y'all. I do. I got to know it all on how to get there. But I just want to know. I really do. And I think tomorrow is going to be the first day that I really set forth. But y'all know what's going to happen. They going to alert the police that somebody calling inquiring about Cammie. Because that's what they do. They alert the police. They really do. Yep. Just don't understand it. I just don't. I wonder why they didn't question. But they said they questioned, if I'm not mistaken, they said they questioned that janitor and they let that janitor go. Just like they said a passerby found my god brother down a ravine, y'all. What in the world is a passerby doing down a ravine in North Carolina? Ain't that strange? It's a lot on my mind, y'all. I'd be glad when I got, y'all know what? I'm trying to stay away from weed. You high, cutie? Cutie pie like to lay on the floor. She like to stretch out on the floor sometimes too, y'all. Instead of being on her bed. I think she be hot. And I think that floor is cool. And she like to stretch out on the floor a lot. And we sit down and we watch TV. You want some water? You got water? Nope. Hold on. I try to keep water out here too for her and for me, so at night, if it get too hot out here, I can cool myself off. There you go, cutie pie. Drink your water. Put your toy down and drink your water, girl. Go. Van life, y'all. Van life is a very, look, Battle Bean, if you had been here when I very first started van life, I didn't think that I was gonna make it through van life. I really didn't. I didn't think I was gonna be able to be successful in van life because I was like, y'all, I had cabin fever and everything. I just wasn't trying. Look, cutie pie was stressed out. I was stressed out. We didn't know how we was gonna do what we doing now. Now we getting used to it now. But baby, Don't think, see, people don't want to tell you the real about stuff. They made it like van life was just in it, and it is the life, y'all. It is. Like Battle Bean saying, you ain't paying no bills. All you got to worry about is where you gonna sleep and being safe. That's it. That's it. And keeping your vehicle together. That's all you got to worry about. I'm glad that I had this transition period right here. That's what I'm glad of. Because without this transition period, y'all, I swear to God, I don't know what I would have done. I'm so glad. I am so glad. Now I got this, I done had this transition period. I done had time to sit back here and you know what I'm saying, meditate on things and how I want things to be in my van and in the comforts and how I want to do things and the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that God grace granted me this. You know what I'm saying? This transition period. And that's the reason why I stay in my van, y'all. Now, during the daytime, when it's really, really hot, until I get my air conditioners, if I be in the house. But see, I go to bed at 6 and 7 o'clock in the evening, y'all. You see, because I wake up early. My day begin at 3:30 every morning. 3:30. Every morning I get up and I pray. And I ask God for guidance. And I do my affirmation. My early morning affirmation to the Lord. Then just before I get on live, today I read the affirmation with y'all on live. So now that's what I think I'm going to start doing. Before we start the live, we going to read the affirmation that my daughter put up in her house for the day. And then we going to start our morning morning devotion. You understand? So that's what we going to do every morning before we even get off into our word for the day, our daily devotion. We going to read the affirmation. So therefore, I be done did 2 affirmations to the Lord in the course of a day. And then I do the 3rd one at night before I go to bed. That be I try to do 3 a day. 3 affirmations to the Lord. I try to do 3 a day. I sure do. To let the Lord know I love him. And I know he real. And I know he worthy to be praised. Just can you please stop the devil from beating up on me? Can you please just give me 4 good days? If you could just give me 4 peaceful days, I'll be ready for 40 days of battle. Because y'all, if I go digging up anything that got to do with Cammie, that's what it's going to take. Cutie Pie, stop knocking your fans over. You done knock your fan down. Don't knock your fan down. They here to keep you cool. I guess you said, shoot, I got everything I need, Miss Jerry. Don't knock your fans down now. And y'all, I don't sleep with my windows open neither. That I do not do. I can't do that. No. You don't know who lurking. The devil busy. You don't know who lurking. And y'all know something I don't do? And I'm glad I stopped doing that. Being in Charlotte, I do not travel with money. That's another thing I don't do. I don't do it. I don't keep my purse out here in the van. My purse in the house with my daughter. I don't do that. That's another thing I don't do. I try to practice safety over everything. Y'all see what I'm saying? And y'all know what? And these fans right here, These are some good fans. But trying to keep them charged, you gonna need these. You gonna need blocks, y'all. Blocks are good to have in the course of a day. If you ain't got, let me tell y'all something. I got 2 EcoFlow power stations right now, and I'm getting 2 more next week. Because I don't care what my husband say. I'm getting them power stations. Why? Them power stations, y'all, are $129. And I'm going to get me some heaters. Why? Them heaters ain't but $10 and they run by battery. I'm going to get them. Anybody that's in van life, now is the time for you to get what you need for the winter. You don't wait till the winter and then buy things. You buy, especially when you're in van life, you get what you need during the seasons. Just like if I had been thinking, I would have gotten my if I had been thinking, I would have got my I would have got my air conditioners before the summer started. But I wasn't thinking. Shirley, Miss Jerry, you going to live in a van. See, it didn't dawn on me like that. Yeah. So that's about the only thing that I need that I didn't get to be successful in van life. But they on the way. They sure are. They on the way. I'ma get me two more good power banks. I'ma get me 2 more, y'all. Cause I got a feeling they gonna come in handy in the wintertime. Because y'all, we going where the winter is the winter during the wintertime. I'm not going to a good state, to a one season state during the wintertime. I really wanna do van life. And that's what I'm gonna do. We probably gonna go to Canada, y'all. We probably in the wintertime, we probably gonna be in Canada. We gonna be somewhere. We gonna be somewhere where we gonna see what van life is really like in the wintertime. Yeah. Y'all see these? Y'all see these? See? These for these. Yeah. Yep. That's what these for. Keep them charged and to keep them going. See, that's what I'm saying. See, you learn what you need in van life by and by. And y'all, I'm going to me and Mr. Jerry, I gotta talk to my husband tomorrow. And I'm going to I'm gonna help my first rodeo. I'm gonna give her some things together. I'm gonna get her a box together off of Amazon. And I may have to end up taking it to her. Cause she in Dayton, she ain't but an hour away from me. And I may have to end up taking it to her. Because that girl need help, y'all. She really do. And I'm asking all of my kindred spirits, y'all go and support her. Please go and support her. Please. Cause that could be either one of us in a situation like that. And that's my sister and my kindred spirit And she needs our help, and I want to help her. And I want us to be blessed helping her. Because she ain't got what I got. She wasn't blessed the way I was blessed. And a lot of people are not blessed to start the van life in a comfortable position like me. But see, I studied the van life for over 4 years before God even allowed me to make a move. Yeah, I studied it for 4 long years, y'all. Just like I studied being a content creator for 4 years. Yeah, 4 long years. Yep, I think I'm going to send her some of these fans right here. And I'm going to send her some, I may have to take it to her, y'all. Take her some of these fans. And a couple of these battery packs right here. So she can keep them charged. I'm going to ask my husband, can we go out on the limb and buy her just one power station? It's more than what she got, y'all. And see, y'all see these twin fans right here? These fans right here? These fans, they don't cost but $5 a piece on Amazon. You can get them from Amazon or Walmart for $5 a piece. I'm going to get her a couple of them too. Because I can, y'all, it's hot. It's hot. And she work. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. People need help. She wasn't anticipating that. The same thing happened to her, happened to me. And I remember she even showed the video, y'all, of when she went and purchased the van from the man. He couldn't tell her that. He couldn't tell her, y'all, to make sure she do A, B, C, and D, and E, F, and G. He couldn't tell her that. For real, he couldn't. Or he just didn't want to. That's crazy. He could have told her. Y'all look at Cutie Pie down here. Oh, Cutie Pie laying down here where the air at. Lay down, Cutie. Put that toy down out of your mouth and lay down and chill out. Chill out. Relax. Don't be looking at me like that. You gonna get a whooping. Y'all, Cutie Pie something else. She showed this. She be looking at me like I owe her something. She crazy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, yeah, y'all help her. Y'all support her in any way y'all could. Please. And God gonna bless y'all abundantly for it. Y'all support her. I hate to see her out there like that. I really do, but she making the best of it. And she talking about the goodness of the Lord. You know? Yeah. She sure is. God gonna bless her though. God gonna make sure she okay. I know he is. I know he is, y'all. Yeah. See, if Chestnut wasn't leaving, I would get the TV mounted in Chestnut. You know, y'all, I don't have a lot, but I got a husband who loves me and who loves God and who loves people and who believe in helping people. And he do all the time. Mr. Jerry is a beautiful soul. I remember when we were staying in the hotel transitioning to Lancaster in our house. It was a girl, y'all. I didn't know that girl from a tube of toothpaste. And that girl said asked me, she said, "Can you help me?" I said, "Help you with what?" Y'all, she told me, she said, do you have $50 you can loan me? She said, I don't get paid until such and such and such a time. And when I get paid, I'll pay you back. Y'all, can I tell you something? I learned a long time ago, don't never loan nothing you expect back. Don't never do it, because it may not come back. And don't never loan nothing you need. I learned that, I learned that a long time ago, and I live by that rule, and I live by that rule and that regulation, and I don't do it. I don't loan nothing that I need, or that I know or that I know I need, or I got something to do. I don't know where the remote at, y'all. I'm looking for the remote to turn the TV off because it's too hot, and I don't like them UV rays over me like that. I can't watch TV because I have to mute it, so ain't no need in even watching it. And I've been making sure that I keep that remote with me all day. And look at the devil, he done got a hold to it. You may as well let it go. You sure may as well. I swear to God, the devil get on my nerves so bad, y'all. I swear to God he do. He just here, and he just a pain in the behind. Every time you look around and you think you got everything right, here he go. Here he go, wanting to mess with people. It just don't make no sense. It really don't. See, y'all, I got a lot of pockets and space in here that I can do a lot of things with. I really do. That I can utilize and do a lot of things with. Now, okay, Lord, when I get off live, I got to find the remote. I don't know where in the world it's at. I went to go try to hang up my mesh today. And when I went to go try to hang up the mesh, it wanted to cut up and act a fool, and I couldn't do it. So I said I was going to wait and get up early in the morning and look in the front seat and get my hammer and tack it up there. So during the daytime, if I need to come out to the van just to take a breather or a downer or something like that, I could come out to the van and have the van door open, and ain't got to. Bambi may stick her big nose up in here, but I ain't got to worry about no bugs. I ain't got to worry about no bugs or nothing anyway. But y'all understand what I'm saying. Now, where in the world the remote done went to, Cutie Pie? What the devil done did with our remote? Do you know? Because I sure don't know. But I'll find it. Our little space ain't but so big, so it can't be but so many places. I'll find it. And tomorrow, I'm saging out my van. That's going to be the next thing I do, y'all. I'm saging this bad boy out tomorrow. I sure am. I don't know how it feels to... Wait a minute, hold on. I'm back. I was reading some... I'm back. I was reading some... How do you sage an apartment, Miss Jerry? With this right here. With this stuff right here. This sage. You see it, Maria? Hold on. Hold on. With this. This sage. You burn this and you pray over it. And you ask God. And you open up your windows and you open up your doors and you ward off all bad spirits. And you pray and you meditate. And you know what? People want to say that burning sage is bad. That's a lie. They used to burn sage back in the day. Sure did. They used to burn sage in the Bible. Sure did. So I don't know where they come up with that brilliant idea from. So don't say, baby. They used to burn sage as a burnt offering to the Lord. So do. If y'all got a Five Below there, or y'all got here it's called Daystar. That's what it's called here. So if y'all got a Daystar, Dear Maria, or you got in, or you can find sage in Five Below. Yep, you sure can. So if y'all got a Five Below there, around where you live, you can get 2 stalks for $5. But if y'all got like a store that sells like crystals and different things like that, you know, the different crystals and the different stones, and like the Buddhist necklaces and all that other stuff, you can get the real sage from them, cause that's normally where I go. Yep, go there and you should be able to find you some sage, baby. Sage will ward off any bad omen around you. You hear me? Okay, yes, exactly, like a healing store. Exactly, Maria. Yep. If you go there, Reed, you gonna be able to find you some sage, baby. I tell anybody, you want to ward off some bad karma and some bad spirits, get you some sage. Get you some sage. Get you some sage and burn it. And I mean burn it forevermore. Cause when I get off live with y'all, I'm burning mine. I sure am. I'm going to crack these windows and I'm going to burn this sage, girl. And I'm going to talk to God and I'm going to tell him everything that's in here that is not like you. Please make it exit. Please. Because I don't have time for it. Get it up out of here, Father God. You deal with it. Take it with you. Because Miss Jerry can't deal with it. And I ain't gonna deal with it. Y'all, look how much power that TV burned. Y'all see that? Do y'all see how much power that TV burned? That TV, that was on 100%, y'all. 100%. It done burnt all the way down to 38%. And that 38% gonna take Cutie Pie air conditioner all the way up until morning and a little bit beyond until we go to bed. Yep. Y'all, I like darkness because it's cool. It's cool in here. And you ain't got to worry about nothing. Cutie Pie be up drinking water all night. Yep. Yep, y'all, that's what I like. I like darkness because, see, you really can't look in, you really can't see through these windows because they got tint on them, dark tint. So you really can't even see through the windows at night. But I still keep my reflectors up just to keep it cool in here. I don't put no reflectors back here, y'all. Where Mr. Jerry and Miss Jerry at. I don't put no reflectors back here because I got my pillows back here back here near my bed. But it's cool, y'all. See, now we can talk till the cows come home now. You see what I'm saying? Because I like this. I like this. I got a light right here too, y'all. I got a light up over the bed. Right up over Miss Jerry big old head. I sure do. So yeah. But I like the darkness, y'all, because it's hot. It's hot. You good, cute? You ain't gonna lay on the floor, you laying on your bed? Put that thing down and sit down. Y'all, she done grabbed the toy and up walking around looking crazy. It's too late for that. Lay down, cutie pie. I'll see you in the morning. Go to bed. Good night. When we get up, y'all, I don't leave up out of here until I start feeling the heat. And then when I start feeling the heat, me and Cutie Pie get up. I go in the house, go upstairs and take me a bath. I sure do. And I get ready to go on my live. And I don't come back out here until late. And if one of my charging stations need to be charged, I get it and I go charge it. I sure do. Because I know by the morning, well, Cutie Pie fan ain't burning. The air conditioner, it ain't burning no power. So by the morning, that's still probably going to be like on 20%. And the other one over here, my Wi-Fi by T-Mobile, it don't burn nothing. So by the morning, that's probably still going to be like on 50%. So yeah. And these fans, the battery packs for these fans, for these little fans right here, that battery pack right there, they probably are still, I don't have to recharge them but every 3 days. But my single packs that I put right here on my rechargeable fans, I have to charge them every day. Hey, Pat! I have to charge them every single day. And y'all, they take all day to charge. All day. Stay away from the own power packs. But if you got to buy power banks in van life, y'all try to get the ones that are for $19. Those you don't have to charge for every 3 to 4 days. And I'm gonna get me 2 more of them too. Remember what I told y'all. The more power you have in van life, the easier van life is. You understand? The more, and then my power stations, it don't take but 30 minutes for them to charge. So I can go somewhere and sit for 30 minutes and wait for them to charge up. But I ain't sitting nowhere for no hour or 2. That's out. Now that I'm not gonna do. And then I got a charger with 3 other things, like the cigarette lighter things. I could charge 3 of them up at one time and stick it in my cigarette lighter. So if need be, I could charge 3 of my EcoFlow stations up at one time and drive around for 30 minutes to an hour and let them charge up. I could charge 3 of them up at one time. And then the only thing I have to do is just stick my refrigerator back in it. See, I'm trying to plan for when I'm not around my daughter and I have to charge my stuff up. I could still be okay. That's why I'm switching out all my battery packs. And I'm using those little single ones. I'm going to use them for emergencies when we on the road. But while we on the road, I'm going to use the big banks, the big ones, and my power stations to keep us afloat until we can come back around and go somewhere and charge our stuff safely. Yeah, safety over everything out here, y'all. For real. Because people crazy and people do weird shit and people do strange stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they dirty. Humans some dirty people, y'all. And that's just the bottom line. They real dirty. Y'all, we got to stay prayed up. We got to stay in God. And we got to hold on to God's word. And we got to trust and believe God through everything. That's the only way. That's the only way, y'all. That's the only way we going to be able to see the right hand of the Lord. It ain't no way around that. Sure not. You can believe it if you want to, but it ain't no way around that. It's sad to say, but it's the truth. If y'all want to see the right hand of the Lord, you going to have to stay in his grace. You ain't gonna never get to God by going over, around, under, and through him. That's not how it works. And y'all know what? It's so many people on a journey with the Lord and going through everything I go through. It's good to know that people can relate to where you at. It's good to know that you ain't the only one. It's good to know. It's good to know. You know, because all y'all can get, because all of us, we can get together. And we can help, uphold one another and support each other. You see what I'm saying? That's what fellowship is all about. That's what Christianity is all about. Just like in the Bible, in the Bible, when the different people you needed help from the neighboring tribes, they used to write a symbol in the dirt of agreement. That means that they coming into agreement under the Lord, and they trusting and they believe in God for whatever they need and for whatever they desire and want. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to delight yourself in the Lord and let him direct your path. He the only one that can. Through all things acknowledge him. And y'all know what? When I fellowship with y'all at night and I get up in the morning, it seems like it's like I be light. I don't be wore down. I don't be bottled down. When I get off the line with y'all, I say my prayers and I go to bed. And I sleep good until 3 o'clock. I don't know. I don't know why I picked 3 o'clock. Ain't that strange? 3 o'clock, I'm up. 3:30, I'm posting my Christian content. 4 o'clock, I'm done. I can't go back to sleep, so I turn on Tubi and I watch spiritual movies. And I talk to God. And I do my affirmations. Yes. Y'all, that's something good to do. An affirmation to the Lord, that's something good to do. That means that you agree, you coming under an agreement. Just you and God. That's a wonderful thing. That's a spiritual combination right there. That's a spiritual relationship with the Lord. One of the best spiritual relationships you ever gonna have. When you doing an affirmation to God, and it's only for you and the Lord. That's a powerful thing. It shows this. A spiritual affirmation. See, the girl that made hype me up, If she just would have only made that song to the Lord, minus all that other stuff she's saying, do y'all know how God would have blessed her? Hype me up. I'll hype God up. Do y'all know what God would have done for that girl? But she gave the devil the glory. I hope somebody come back and remake that, but in a spiritual in a spiritual version. You see what I'm saying? That's gonna be a bad, powerful song, baby. The affirmation of a good woman, whose footsteps is ordered by the Lord. You know, look, the one thing that I don't agree with what my first rodeo said, and I can't knock her for feeling the way she feel, because we all on a personal walk with the Lord, and you just never know why a person said what they said. She said, when I was in the world, and uh she was tweedling, so to speak. Doing the trees. Baby, God don't care nothing about that. God know we human. Humans care about that. God don't. God said, come as you are. He already know we smoke. We drink. We supposed to stop, but we can't. God know that. God know good. Y'all, God know we. Come on. Come on. God don't care nothing about that. It's what you do next he care about. He know we human. And he know we got a lot of human ways that are not pleasing to him. He know that. And he know in due season, he gonna change all of that. And we gonna let him. We ain't gotta worry about all that stuff, y'all. God don't care nothing about that. God care about what you do next. That's all he care about. If you have a drink and you go out here and you start mess with people and you do something bad, that's what God care about, y'all. God don't. Jesus drank wine. You think God care about that? Y'all, God don't care nothing about that. It's what you do next he care about. That's it. Because y'all, I vape, I drink tequila, and I praise the Lord through it all. That's what Miss Jerry did. You think God judged me for that? Because what I do next, I harass Mr. Jerry. And his ears stick up so cute. Y'all, my little bougie daughter just getting home. She makes sure she light up this driveway to let me know she here. She really do. I try to play like I'm asleep, so she won't come bothering me. She'll come back here and ring the doorbell, and she'll come on in here and be here with me. Get out my space. Get out of me and God's space. Yeah, I got a doorbell on the side of my door. This my home, y'all. And I treat it as such. I really do. I love my little house. I got to get some for these mosquitoes. I don't get it. Some in here be biting me up, y'all. And I don't understand. Oh, because I got that window cracked right there up in the front. That's how. That's probably how they getting in. Because I keep that front window cracked, but I'm going to spray in here when I get off the live with y'all. Yep, I sure am. Yep, y'all, I'm getting ready to end the live now. I don't know what we gonna talk about tomorrow night on live. But when God give it to me, I'll give it to y'all. I don't know what way he want me to go next. Though the things that I have talked about so far, those are the two tumultuous times in my life that I could truly say that bothered me the most. I might talk about young and deaf. The Scooby-Doo Duke story. My oldest brother that was murdered in Rochester, New York. That's what I might talk about tomorrow night. Yeah. That's what I think I'm going to talk about. The day my brother was brutally murdered. This is my oldest brother. Yep. The Scooby-Doo Duke story. That's what I think I'm going to talk about tomorrow night. Don't hold me to it, because I got to see what God say. That's about the third tragic thing that done happened in my life. Yeah. My brother murder unsolved too. Yeah, Rochester, New York. And I wouldn't dare mess with that. That it's a lot that come with that. The lifestyle I live will sometimes deplete the way I die. Wouldn't y'all agree? Amen. But I think I'm ask God, and I think that's the story that that's another part of my life journey that I want to share with my kindred spirits. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all, I'm going to end the live here. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Williams Us 1969. I'll see y'all in the morning at 11 o'clock for our daily devotional hour. Y'all hear me? And we gonna talk, and we gonna fellowship, and we gonna thank God, and we gonna part ways. And I'm gonna see y'all again tomorrow night, if God say so. For our nighttime fellowship. The Scooby-Doo Duke story. Who slayed the giant in Rochester, New York? Because that he was. But see, y'all, everybody who in a lifestyle don't mean that they about that lifestyle. Because my brother My brother gave back to that community so much, y'all. That's Cutie Pie on the floor. He gave back to that community so much that they did write-ups on him in the paper. That's how much my brother gave back. My mama always taught us to be givers, to bless the less fortunate. My mama used to tell us, y'all, I'll feed a rank stranger if they showed up at my door hungry. Because that rank stranger may be God. Ain't that something? The things that my mama instilled in us. Wow. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel Williams Us 1969. I'll see y'all in the morning. Don't forget to say your prayers. Do all things, delight yourself in God and let Him direct y'all path. Y'all hear me? And every morning, have a morning affirmation and have a nighttime affirmation for you and God. And no matter what it takes, stand on it. In Jesus' name. I'll see y'all at 3:30 in the morning. Be blessed. Bye, y'all. Bye.